Hi, welcome back, and today I'm going to be talking to you about my favorite mascara. So I have a lot of mascaras open right now, and so I figured it would be the best time to make a video about them before some of them just go off and I can't use them on camera anymore. But I do have some opinions, and if you're like me, then you do appreciate a good tubing formula and or an easy wash off formula. Tubing has kind of been like this, I don't want to say like a viral thing, but it's been very much an on-trend thing in the beauty sphere online lately. And I think that there's some miscommunication about what a tubing mascara is. And so a tubing mascara is something that can be easily removed with warm water and a very light, gentle cleanser. And it comes off in these like kind of like filmy tubes. And there's the easy wash off formula, which when you're washing it off, not only with just like a lukewarm water, but you do need some type of cleanser. Like you're not going to get it all out unless you have some type of cleanser, and it doesn't come off in tubes. It comes off like kind of like melts off very easily. So there is a difference. I don't think one is superior to the other. It's just my personal preference because I do have kind of persnickety eyelashes, not in the way that mascara looks bad on my eyelashes. It's more so my eyelashes are very thick and they're very long. Like I'm gifted in the eyelash department. I'll just say that. And so I've never had mascara just look bad on me. It's just more so sometimes I just have a really hard time removing mascara because of how my eyelashes are. So mascara is a very personal thing. And so it's, there's no like wrong way to enjoy mascara or wear mascara, like it's very personal. It's very personal, and it all depends on your eyelashes. So just because something looks good on me doesn't mean it's going to look good on you, and vice versa. So if you have like really short or thin or really straight eyelashes, some mascaras just might not work for you, where they can be easily used by other people. So that's my kind of like disclaimer on that. And so for me, I do like a tubing / easily removable formula due to the consistency of my eyelashes. They're very long, they're very thick, they're very curly. And so it's just really important for me to be able to remove the product from my eyelashes easily so my face can actually be clean and I can avoid things like ingrown hairs or styes or just like anything. It's just really not good to have leftover mascara in your eyelashes. You know what I mean? Like it's just not good for your skin's health. This isn't necessarily like a ranking video. This is more so like, how do these perform? What do they do for my personal eyelashes? So I'm basing it off of the qualities of its shelf life. How long does it stay on your lashes? Like, is it actually like, is it flaking throughout the day? Is it smudging? Like, is it doing what it claims it does? Is it more lengthening or is it more volumizing? Is it both? How easily does it come off of your eyelashes when you remove it? Is it a true tubing formula or is it more of an easy wash off formula? What is the deal? So it's not really like ranking like my favorite versus like what I dislike. It's more so like, how do these compare to each other so that you can maybe make a decision. So I'm just going to start off with the most viral mascara. So that is the Tower 28 Make Waves mascara. Now this is advertised as a tubing mascara, but I do not personally find it to be a tubing mascara. It is an easily removable, easy wash off mascara, and this took the internet by storm when it came out, and rightly so. It's a very beautiful mascara. It has one of those wands that are plasticky and curved. It's not a very big wand, and it also has like a little like indent in between the bristles that holds a lot of product, and depending on how you hold the wand, you either get length, volume, or both. So it's a very beautiful mascara. It's not the most, how do I put this? It's shelf life like most Tower 28 / quote unquote clean beauty brands. This product does not last very long in your collection. It has basically like a 3-month lifespan. This does not age gracefully. So the pros to this mascara is that it's absolutely incredible. Like, it volumizes, it lengthens, it's buildable, it washes off easily, it's very, very black. But when you hit about 2 months in, it all of a sudden is so dry. Like, it gets really, really dry. It starts to get a little more clumpy on the lashes. It still builds beautifully, but there is like room for it to get very, very clumpy instead of like building very beautifully like it had been when you first open it. So it's one of those mascaras when you first open it, it's perfect right out the gate. Like, it doesn't have that like weird like 1 to 2 week time period where you're waiting for it to dry out and get to its like best potential the way you do with a lot of mascaras. But for some reason, this one, like, it dries up so quick. Like, its longevity on, like, for its shelf life is almost non-existent. Like, and that's my biggest qualm with this, unfortunately. So it doesn't have a very long shelf life, but it is so buildable, it's so lengthening, it's so volumizing. I love the way my eyelashes look with this product, but my only complaint, unfortunately, is that it doesn't have a very long shelf life. So just keep that into consideration when you're like, it may be cheaper than some other mascaras, but just think about how often you have to buy this if this becomes your favorite mascara. This next product is by Hourglass, and this is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. Now, this wand is very straight. It's very different from the Tower 28. And this kind of has a smell to it. This, I'm still getting my bearings on. Okay, so first I'll start off with this. This is a very fibrous, lengthening tubing formula. So this is a true tubing formula. When you apply any type of warm water to this, it will start coming off in tubes. And then, yeah, it's, how do I put this? It's very dry. Like, it's a very dry formula. I'm not sure how I don't know if it's going to age gracefully because of that. But right out the gate, it was very thick, very dry. And the fibrous quality, you'll probably see this in the B-roll, but like the fibrous quality of how long it made my eyelashes appear was not only just impressive, but also like kind of not very user-friendly. Like, I found it a little persnickety, a little not difficult to work with, but it just took me a little more time than it normally does to apply mascara with this product because of its lengthening properties. It doesn't like smudge or flake throughout the day. It didn't give me very much volume. It just like made my eyelashes so long. It was so long, and it removed very easily. That's what I can say about this. This is the newest one in my collection, so I'm not sure about its shelf life. I do feel like it does have a pretty long shelf life because of my experience with the other Hourglass mascara that I own, which is the Caution mascara, which is big in volume, which gives you like big voluminous lashes. It's a very soft formula, where this is very hard. Like, they're very different mascaras. But that one, like, it's a very beautiful mascara, but it does take me a little longer to remove from my eyelashes because it just like, it's like glue. Like, it just stays in your lashes, where this is, it's very hard. Like, that's the only way I can really describe it, where the Caution mascara is very soft, where this is very hard. Yeah, but that one has an amazing shelf life, and so I feel like this one will as well, since they are from the same brand, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's true. So that's the only thing that I can really say about this one, is that it's, I don't know, I feel like it's not my favorite out of all of these that I'm going to talk about, like, but it is the newest and I am getting my bearings, so in a future video, I'll probably have my thoughts wrapped around this a little bit better. But if you are looking for something that is super lengthening, and you do prefer a true tubing formula, then this is probably for you. Next is one of my favorite mascaras. This is a mascara I always have on hand because it is like, one of my holy grails. This is the Victoria Beckham Future Lash Mascara, and the wand is very similar to the Tower 28, but it doesn't have like the two little parts of the bristle that like hold all the product. This is a very delicate wand, and it gives you a very delicate, soft look. Like the Hourglass, this is a true tubing formula, so when it has contact with warm water, it does come off in those like kind of rubbery feeling tubes. So it removes easily. Its shelf life is amazing. It's absolutely incredible. It lasts a lot longer than I'm even comfortable using, and Victoria Beckham Beauty is considered like a clean beauty brand or whatever. And so that's like one of the things with me is like, I don't really like to use a mascara longer than 3 months because, all right, I feel like I push it more towards like 4 months. But like 3 or 4 months, depending on the product, is usually how long you should keep a mascara for. Anyways, so this has an amazing shelf life. The application of this is always like so dreamy. Like I've never had a bad lash day when applying this mascara. And it makes your lashes so like lightly sculpted is the best way I can describe it. It's just like, they're very fluttery, they're very soft. It's such a lovely mascara. And if you love a tubing formula, this is for you. If you don't feel like you need a lot of volume or a lot of length, but you still just want that extra something, like there's just something about this that is so lovely that I really can't put into words. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it's just amazing. I love it on my lower eyelashes, and my lower eyelashes are super long, so I'm very picky about what type of mascara that I put on my lower eyelashes because of that reason, because it'll just like flake, and it usually just smudges, like, because they're so long, they like touch the bottom of my eyelid. But so I don't really wear mascara on my lower eyelashes all that often, but this is one of the few that I actually do on a regular basis when I use this, and the packaging is so like weighty and luxe, and I just love it so much. I think this is an amazing mascara. Next is the mascara that I am wearing currently on my eyes today. This is the Merit Clean Lash Mascara, and this is not a tubing formula. This is an easy wash off. So I know that it's branded as a tubing formula, but it's an easy wash off. It's going, when it comes into contact with a cleanser and hot water, it will, you know, melt, if you will, but it's not hard to remove or anything. None of these are hard to remove. It just depends on the formula. So this is an easy wash off, and it has a very, I don't want to say a lame wand, but like it's just very straight. It's very kind of like boring, almost like drugstore-esque looking. And it's pretty similar to the Hourglass actually. But it doesn't mean that this is not a high performing mascara. This took me by the utmost surprise because I can't say that I dislike Merit as a brand. Like, it's just very hit or miss. Like, some things I absolutely love, and then some things I'm just like, what's the point? Like, it doesn't last, and there's no color, or there's no like nourishment. Like, I just don't get some of their products. And I thought that this one would be one of them. I was just kind of like, you know, that doesn't look very like outstanding or like anything, but for some reason I was just like compelled to buy it, and I'm so happy I did. Like, I love this mascara. I love it so much. It gives me length, volume, it's easy to remove. It doesn't flake, it doesn't smudge, it lasts beautifully all day. Yeah, and it's very light, it's travel friendly. Yeah, I think that this is an amazing mascara, and it's becoming one of my favorite mascaras, actually. And lastly, I have the Glossier Lash Lick. This was gifted to me by Glossier, and they gifted me their new brown formula. And I was pretty unsure of whether I would like the brown because it does pull pretty red, but when it dries down a deeper brown. And so it doesn't appear like like strange or unnatural on my eyelashes, because my eyelashes and my eyebrows are they're practically black, you know? And so brown is kind of a hard thing to match for me. Like when it comes to like brow pomades or like brown mascara, like sometimes they just pull too warm almost. Anyways, so the Glossier Lash Lick is the first tubing formula I've ever tried in a mascara, and it's kind of like what got me into tubing formulas and or like easy wash off formulas. This is a true tubing formula. I do find that this comes off in those like really satisfying tubes. But this is going to give you that like fluttery, lengthened, separated, defined type look. It's not buildable. Like this is not buildable. Like you get one coat out of this and like that's all you get. But it's not flaky. It doesn't smudge. It removes so easily. This is just kind of the OG for me. I do prefer the black because I do like a black mascara. But yeah, this is really nice for those really natural days where you just want a little bit of emphasis because it doesn't give you a lot of volume. But you know, it's one of those things where it's like to each their own, like whatever you're looking for, whatever you prefer on your eyelashes, you know what I mean? Like some people really love the lash lick and some people think that it's pointless. I really like the lash lick because I do already have like a lot of eyelashes. And so when I use this, it just gives me a little extra something, where somebody who may have like either like really short or very thin eyelashes or really straight eyelashes may not like this because it is so like thin and it's very like natural looking. But yeah, I really do like this, but I do understand why some people don't. I just want to give an honorable mention to the Caliray Hell or High Water mascara. I did have a sample tube of that, but I accidentally left the cap like kind of open, and I really don't know how that happened. Like it just happened. So my experience with the Caliray, I don't have any like B-roll or anything for it, but I do find that it was really lengthening and volumizing. You could build with it. It did have like that straight kind of like Merit-esque, actually, let me just show you. It did have a wand very similar to the Merit, but unlike the Merit, it was a true tubing formula. And I do think that it was a very nice mascara the few times I got to use it before I accidentally ruined it. But yeah, I really did like it. So if you're into the Merit, but you do want a true tubing formula, maybe try the Caliray Hell or High Water? Yeah, try the Caliray Hell or High Water mascara if you like the Merit, but you want a tubing, like a true tubing formula. If I had to rank them from like my favorite to my least favorite, I would rank them. First, the Victoria Beckham Beauty is my favorite. I feel like I say this all the time. Like if you're new here, or I just talk about this all the time. And if you're not new here, you're like, please shut up about her. Please stop talking about it. Number 2 will be Merit because of the shelf life and how like thick and lengthened and just beautiful my eyelashes look when I use this. And it's, even though it's not a tubing formula, it does remove very, very easily. So I appreciate you. Third place, it would be the Make Waves mascara by Tower 28. I love the wand on this. I love the formula of this. I love how buildable and just really extreme I can get my eyelashes to look with this, but I do have like that sense of control. Like it's a very controlled extreme eyelash look that I can get with this. But unfortunately, the shelf life on this is like non-existent, so like that's a big con. Next, it would actually be my Lash Lick because it's very user-friendly, it lasts a long time, it's a true tubing formula, and it's just kind of like an OG for me, and so I just have a special place in my heart for the Glossier Lash Lick. And lastly, the newest one is the Hourglass Unlocked. It's just one that I'm still like trying to get my bearings on, and every time I use it, I find like a different like issue I have with it. And it's not like my eyelashes look bad when I wear it. It's more so like I can feel it on my eyelashes. It's kind of a harder formula, and it gets kind of clumpy sometimes, but it is easily removable, and that it's a true tubing formula, and that's something I really appreciate about it. I don't think it's a bad formula, it's just a little bit more persnickety than the rest. All right, so I hope you enjoyed and you like learned something, or just like liked watching me put on mascara. I don't know, whatever your reasons for watching the video, if you're still here, thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!